we're still not done. So I will be back to get this, to get the relic on this one. So, yeah. Because of a glitch on this level, the time trial relics are incorrect. Simply because it's reading, because of the way you entered this level. It is taking the time trial times from the previous level and overriding this one's. Meaning that when you go through this level in particular, you are given a lot of leeway because you are at the mercy of this level. I will post on screen right now. Death. The time you want to get if you're going for the time trial in the European version of this game. Let me try that again. The time you want to get for the time trial in the European version of this game is... Can I get through that without dying? Ahem. The time you want to get for the time I want to get out! The time you're supposed to get if you are doing this level in the European version of Crash Bandicoot Warped is 1996. That glitch that was used to overwrite the level time simply because of how you entered it does not exist in the European version of this game. Meaning you have to take a specific route just to hit the nitro detonator, get all the freaking and hit all the time crates you want. So even if it doesn't feel like I deserve this or not, I don't want to have to do this. I really don't want to have to do this. Do this level, considering how much of a pain it is. My best time was 29.96. And if that feels too easy, that's because it is. All because of a glitch. If I do have to split this part up into two, I would. But, now I can go back to an earlier level. Now that it's been a moment, we're gonna go back to, I believe, Tomb Time and Boneyard to basically get some extra gems. So, first stop, not you. Definitely not you. You. So I will skip right to the point. Now, I am really cutting it close on time because after I'm finished recording this, I'm gonna head straight to bed. Like, because I'm way up past my bedtime just to get some clean, like, interruptless, recordings on my end and such. But yeah, after this... Good job, me. After this, I'm getting some bedtime. Anywho, I'll be right back. And here we are. Now that the door is open for us, we can now proceed with the gem pathway. It plays the same music as the as the skull route pathway. In fact, this is our first time hearing said music in the Egyptian levels. And be careful around here because of that. But now we have to backtrack, and this is one of my least favorite things in the level. Did you like backtracking in Crash Bandicoot 2? Oh boy. Because here it is again in full force with these levels. Because of the fork in the pathway requiring you to go back because there are boxes on... That actually was in the way. Huh. Yeah, I need to get to bed. So yeah, we have to go back this way, have to not die in the process, and again, because the camera doesn't pull itself back for cases like these, you have to carefully inch yourself along. And then as soon as you get those boxes on the way back, like I don't, then you have to make yourself on, then you have to get all, then you have to basically survive on the way back. Which granted, it's easier to see, but again, you probably use your checkpoints just to get back there. Because you don't want to get crushed or anything. Ugh, okay, now that I'm just plain stupid. Give me a moment. Oop. Well, now you know what that death looks like. I'm gonna get a pity Aku Aku. I can't believe it. I was that close. I really should have broken those boxes first just to make my life easier. And I... Be right back. I really made that much harder than I needed to be. Now we can progress, and then we can go to the boneyard, and then we can get that box gem, and then we can call the part. Oh, we have to defeat Entropy first, and then we can call the part. Or two. I might be splitting this depending on how long the first half is, and see you in boneyard. And we should be coming across that red gem pathway right about now. Yep, there it is. Now, if you're wondering where the purple gem pathway is, I want to say it's in the very last normal level in the game. But now, we have a steel checkpoint crate. That means there are no checkpoint crates in this, there are no breakable boxes in this pathway. And yes, you can spin away those pterodactyls as well. And those pterodactyls will probably have a second meaning to you when we get to the yellow gem pathway of Dynamite, but that's not going to be for a while. You can either encounter Dynamite's pathway, pathway on the way if you decide to just cover the vehicle levels, since it's easy to get the platinums with those before the end of the game, or after you're trying to get every single relic after the fact. And well, of course, I do so well. I got the crate. And then I die. Oh, pff. I really need to get to bed. Oof. So the next time I record this, it'll likely be on a different day when everything is good. And now the AC activates. Really? Need to add some noise? I'm gonna get a... Watch, I'm gonna get a pity Aku Aku because of all this. God, can I... I'm not trying to play badly here. Yeah, be careful of those steam vents. They will hurt. I forgot how long this is, but gem get. Let's move on. The reason why this part is taking so long is because of all the things I'm trying to fit into it. No time for dancing, Crash. We're gonna get to entropy, and then we're gonna call it a night. So, doubleheader. Fortunately, it's a platforming level. However,
well, you've crashed a few parties before, but I never expected you to make it this far. If you don't turn back, I will inflict 1,000 years of suffering on you and the entire universe!
Yeah, nice pun there, Cortex. But now we're in doubleheader. In the Japanese version, they removed one of the heads. But I want to show you... Crash Bandicoot jump scare, please laugh! Darian, I can hear you from a mile away. Okay, let's alert, you cannot slide spin into them. And on top of that, this level is also a big pain to get a platinum on, simply because of one section. We'll get to that later. Because, man, is this level a pain. It also has a different name in Japan simply because of the difference they had to make when localizing. So, yeah. Okay, gotta be careful with this. And there we go. Crash 1 knowledge to the rescue. But, yeah. This is the last of the medieval levels, and it's in the rain. I always love a good rainy aesthetic. I shouldn't have survived that. Like, I was right above the bottomless pit. Ugh. But, yeah. I am surprised with how fast this project has been going so far. But then again, I look at the recording time for this part and have to realize I'm going to have to split this down the middle just to turn it into 2 parts. Let's hope I have enough level footage for both. And I just have this habit of slide spinning because of how effective it is. And, no, that's what happens. Crash gets turned into a frog. And there's no Tana Bandicoot to turn him back. No, sister's not going to do it. Why am I making jokes like that? I seriously need to get to bed. Ugh. Man, this part went places. Like, it seriously went places. Hey. And we're not even at entropy yet, and entropy usually gives me trouble. But yeah. Like some levels do have 3 of them. There are some levels with only 2 of that trope. And then there's like a trope they tried to make a thing but just couldn't, and was only and there was only one level with it. So, and like I do want to get to all that. I'm just trying to keep the mystique alive and such. Like, okay, what's with the inconsistency of when a TNT crate activates and when it doesn't? Because I've had so many cases of a TNT, like, I try to quickly get something under a TNT, and the TNT crate does not activate. Like that. Ugh. Slowly getting back my lives from failing that one level, but yeah. Though, I might not record this until like probably a few days later. Maybe just to catch up on sleep. Like, record another part of this. I'll probably just focus on getting whatever projects I have yet to edit done. And such. But, hey, at least I got started finally. This was long overdue to being started. I was going to do it in 2022, and I had to move it back to 2023, and then I had to move it back all the way until now. And now you have to defeat one of these guys. And of course, with a simple hit of the switch, let's go face Entropy. I'm just thankful that the last level was a more easier one. So, now with the doubleheader out of the way, Entropy, here we go.
Ah, you little vermin are way too stupid to understand what you're getting yourselves into. This time you've done it.
Yep, he's incensed at us. It's time to face Dr. Nefarious Tropy.
Now you're on my time, you little skunk! Give me the crystals!
Now, the reason why... What you're supposed to do here, thank you, phone, is, jump over Entropy's, projectiles. I cannot do that one trick that allows you to skip his phases. And even then, he will punish you for trying to skip his phases. It's not like, Dingo Dial in that sense. Basically, you want to double jump with these. Like, double jump with one, jump over the other. And I struggle with this boss fight. I die at least 1 or 2 times. It is the 3rd boss, at least. So yeah. And on top of that, you also notice him, whenever you hit him a certain number of times, he will change the time period. I can't remember what the first one is. I know they went to Chinese, and now he's in Arabian. And now he's going to open the pathway. And I actually did it first try. I never first tried this boss. I didn't want to say anything about it. But if you're wondering what he said, my time may be up, but yours soon may be too. Maybe I'll just replay it for you without the audio attached to it.
My time is up. But yours soon will be too.
We got the Death Tornado Spin. One where we can tap the square button and get a little bit of hover time. So yeah. Now with Entropy out of the picture, well, we have caused a bit of a stir.
You insolent, insignificant morons! By defeating Entropy, you have placed us all in grave risk!
Christ, Coco, you must realize that this time twister machine is very delicate.
Without Dr. Entropy's constant care and control, who knows what it will do?
Without someone doing any sort of maintenance to a time stream to keep it stable, and believe me, like, time travel stories are a bit of a mess to manage, like, correctly. Like, like, it can be very easy to not exactly, like, to write yourself into a corner with it. Then again, I'm not really much of a writer or anything. It can be easy to make mistakes when writing time travel stories. With that said, if you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. Any amount helps. If you want to follow this series and any others like it, just hit the subscribe button and the bell. But you don't have to if you don't want to. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself. And I'm going to bed now. Good night.